Hello! Today we are doing almost a full face of bareMinerals. Now bareMinerals has been a much loved iconic brand since the 90s. Well, I never really got into their mineral powder foundations. A year or so ago I did a skin tint roundup video where I ranked 9 very popular skin tints, and the bareMinerals Complexion Rescue came out number 1. Such a gorgeous product. So I was really excited when bareMinerals sent me their brand new foundation launch, the original Pure Serum Radiant Natural Liquid Foundation with a mineral broad spectrum SPF of 20. Now I have been testing this foundation out for the past several weeks, fell in love with it, so I was really excited when bareMinerals offered to partner with me and offer my viewers a 20% site-wide discount. So a huge thank you to bareMinerals for sponsoring today's video. Now while today's video is mostly a demonstration and review of this foundation, between some of the products that bareMinerals sent me and some products I purchased on my own, I have enough for almost a full face of bareMinerals. If that sounds fun to you, show this video a thumbs up and let's jump into it. My 63-year-old very dry skin is already cleansed, moisturized, and I applied my untinted SPF about a half an hour ago. As far as my foundation preference, I really do enjoy a light to medium coverage with a finish that ranges from a natural satin skin-like finish up to a radiant glowy finish. I don't want to look makeup-y, I just want my skin to look like healthy, beautiful skin, and as you will see, this foundation really delivers. Here are the claims. A skin perfecting serum infused foundation with undetectable protective medium coverage that will enhance natural beauty rather than hiding it. It is the first foundation with 93% skincare ingredients, yet it only has 23 ingredients, including a broad spectrum mineral SPF of 20. It has a true to skin radiant finish that will blur pores and imperfection for a noticeably smoother, more youthful complexion, and it is ideal for all skin types, including the most sensitive. Ingredient highlights include plumping hyaluronic acids, hydrating glycerin, and skin nourishing white water lily flower for smoother skin in 7 days. It is also silicone free, fragrance free, chemical sunscreen free, oil free, non-comedogenic, vegan, and gluten-free. It comes in 20 shades, and they did send me 2 shades. They sent me the shade Light Cool 2. I'm going to show you both the shades that they sent me, as well as the consistency. So here is the consistency. You can see it's fairly liquidy. This one is Light Cool shade 2, and this one is Light Neutral shade 2.5. Now I think the 2.5 is great for me in the summer, and the shade 2 is probably perfect in the winter, but for today's video I am going to blend both of them together because I'm a very in-between shade right now. And that is what the 2 shades look like blended together. Anyway, let's get this on my face. I am going to apply it to one side first. You can see the difference in coverage. You do have to give it a really good shake, and it recommends 1/2 to 1 pump for a full face. So I am going to apply about 1/2 pump of each of these shades and mixing them together quite well. And they do recommend warming it up between your fingers. They also recommend a finger application, which I really don't mind because I love using my fingers. It is a very silky consistency, and I sort of pat it and blend it at the same time. Okay, so here it is on this side of my face with foundation compared to no foundation. Let's get it on this side of my face. Okay, so here is a full face of foundation. I really didn't even use all of it, so I used probably 3/4 of a pump total, and I think it gave a really nice light medium coverage, but I don't know if you can see, I do have just a couple of sunspots still showing through, so I am going to build it up just a little bit by just patting it on. It does build very, very nicely. All right, there is a full face of foundation. Now I used a little bit less than a full pump, but I feel like I got a really nice light to medium coverage where I built it up a little bit. It feels weightless on the skin. My skin feels beautifully moisturized. It does not feel tacky. You know, I really haven't felt the need to powder this foundation. For concealer today, I'm going to use the bareMinerals Complexion Rescue Brightening Concealer. I have this in the shade Light Cashew. It comes in a little squeezy tube, sort of a nice cream. You can see it's a little bit of a peachy shade, so it does correct, it does conceal, and it does brighten. I'm just going to put a little bit in between my fingers and apply it all around my eyes. It's very lightweight, almost like a gel cream consistency. Really, really pretty. All right, so there is concealer. Before proceeding with the rest of my makeup, I'm feeling like I need a little lipstick. I have a bit of concealer lips going on. Now, bareMinerals did send me a really pretty lipstick. This is the shade Honesty. Really pretty pink. But I am going for a little bit more of a more natural, more subdued look today. So I did do a little bit of shopping. I picked up a lip liner in the shade Cherished Rose and a lipstick in the shade Memory. And that is just a little bit more of a subdued rose wine. Really nice lip liner, very creamy. And let me make sure I have the right lipstick here. Yes. Yes. That is better. A product I've been very curious about for quite a while is the bareMinerals Blonzer Blush Bronzer Combo. So they sent me their bronzer in the shade Kiss of Pink, which is just a really nice, soft, radiant pink. You know how much I adore a glowy blush. So let's get some of this on my face. That is really pretty. Let's get it on this side. Oh my gosh, that is really, really pretty. Just the perfect amount of beautiful radiance. Moving on to the eyes. In keeping with the pretty natural look that I'm going for today, I chose the bareMinerals Ultra Natural Eyeshadow Palette. You can see it is very neutral, 4 mattes, 2 shimmers, and I'm going to pick up a little bit of this sort of cream colored matte called Ecru, and I'm just going to set my eyelids. It's pretty much my skin tone, but it will help everything blend beautifully. And then I'm going to pick up this, I think it's called taupe, just a little bit, give my eye a little bit of shape, just on the orbital bone above the crease, a little bit on the outer corner. Like I said, a very natural, neutral eye look today. I like these because you can build them up. They're not overly pigmented. They're very blendable. And then I'm going to use a little bit of this very soft satin called Shell. And bareMinerals did send me this really nice eyeshadow brush, good shader brush. Just going to pick up a little bit of that satin and put that on the lid just for a little bit of, I wouldn't even call it shimmer, just a little bit of bright, soft satin. And you know, to finish the eye look, I am going to pick up a little bit of the Blonzer and just dust it in the transition area, and that will sort of pull the whole look together. Okay, I'm going to go off camera, do my brows, mascara, and then I will come back and show you the completed look in natural light. No direct sunlight today because it is a little overcast and it is raining, but here is the makeup in natural light. Final thoughts. Like I said earlier, I have been playing with this foundation for the last several weeks. It really delivers the claims. Light medium coverage, beautiful radiant finish, very moisturizing yet weightless, blurs and smooths and never accentuates the bad stuff. As far as wear time, I would say it wears very gracefully throughout the day without any setting powder, without any setting spray. What I mean by that is it doesn't do anything weird, it doesn't get patchy or streaky. It may fade a little bit by the end of the day, but it still looks beautiful. It wears gracefully. As far as the other products, there were no duds, but I have to say, I think one of my favorites is the Blonzer. I just love the radiant finish, and I would love to get this in a few more shades. I'm also a huge fan of this very neutral, natural eyeshadow palette. It is beautiful on mature eyes, very user-friendly, and you know I am a huge fan of rose wine lipstick. Anyway, a huge thank you to bareMinerals for sponsoring this video and giving you a 20% discount code, which is listed in the description box below. And with that, have yourself a great day, a wonderful week, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you.